guys know, have you heard about this song before? Have you guys?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, actually, the name of the song is Empire State of Mind. And then, like, actually this song is my favorite song. And then whenever I heard this song, I reminded of New York. And then even though I didn't go to New York at the time, and then whenever I listened to the song, I really wanted to go to New York. So it was kind of like long period plan to go to there. So before I came here in Victoria, I planned to go to New York, and then I ate, and then today I'm gonna introduce some experience when I was in New York, like 18 days, and then it was not just only in New York. I went many cities. My itinerary.
Itinerary. Do you guys know that word? Itinerary. It's your traveling schedule.
It's like
Twice, two. One, two.
Okay.
One. Like this.
sorry.
1, 2. You have to go.
Oh, okay. My travel started from Victoria to Seattle, and then Seattle to New York, and then I stayed in for 5 nights and 6 days. And one of my story is in New York. And then next travel is New York to Toronto. In Toronto, I stayed like 2 nights and 3 days. And then another story is in New York. I'm in Toronto. And then Toronto to Washington DC. And then I came back to New York again. And then finish.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I came back May 17th. And then, as I told you guys, one of my dreams is to go to New York. And then I really wanted to listen that song. When I go to Empire State Building, and then I went there. And then before started, it is kind of just quick information about Empire State Building. Do you guys know? All of you guys know what Empire State Building is? Yeah.
I have been there.
Oh, you have been there?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Before we go there, we thought it is the view of the like New York City view when you go to top of Empire State Building, and then we thought like this kind of good view. But actually, at the time the weather was not very good, and then every officer said, "Oh, no, zero visibility. So if we go to top, we can't see everything. Zero visibility means we can't see anything." But to go to New York it's not easy, and then I don't know. Somebody can go very easily, but for John, it's not easy. So I thought, even though we can't see anything, anyway, it's better to go to top to see the view. So anyway, we decided to go to top, but when we went there, nobody. I can't see anything. Even though I heard many times from officer that we can't see anything, and I really wanted to see with my friend, and then like anything. And then we were like, this is back side, and then stand like, and then but anyway. Some officers said, "Oh, if we wait for like 1 or 2 hours, we might see some more clear view." But we were not sure that time. But anyway, we had kind of not some time to stay Empire State Building on the top. So just we started to wait, and then after 1 hour, suddenly cloud was out, and then we could see, and then our face really happy. Like before, compared to this face, we were very happy. And then so it was one of my story. And then when we were there, I kept listening the Empire State of Mind, that song like every like 10 times or something. But many people might think you were crazy, but
Who cares?
And then secondly, I went Toronto. CN Tower is in Toronto. But before we go there, like it is like 7 days later we went there, and then at the time we were very tired, so we almost our plan, New York plan was made, but we didn't make any plan to go to Toronto. Just we kind of stop over to Toronto, so we didn't plan much. So like when we got there, it was Sunday, so it was kind of many sightseeing place or some place. It was almost closed, so we didn't think about it. So when we went, Casa Roma is very famous in Toronto, but when we got there, it's already closed, so we couldn't see, and then we couldn't enter the castle. And then secondly, we went Eaton Center. It is the biggest shopping mall in Toronto, but it is also closed when we got there. So kind of very frustrated, and then we couldn't do anything because it was Sunday, and then we had to go to Washington next day. So actually it was kind of very tough. And then after we went Eaton Center, we were going to go to CN Tower. It is the view of CN Tower. And just short information. Tallest building. And then actually there was three options. Like this one is observation experience. It is the cheapest, and then that view is the most expensive spot. So most people usually go to second spot. So and then me and my friend also decided to go to second spot. And then after that, after we bought the ticket, we were waiting for line, and then my friend, one of best friend that we went together, and then she was very sad because we couldn't do anything. Like we couldn't go to Casa Roma, and then we couldn't go to Eaton Center, so she was very sad and then very frustrated. And then she was actually very honest and then very kind, and she usually say very honestly. So when we were waiting for line, we met one security guard, and then she said to all of our story to security guard, and then suddenly the security guard, it changed our plan. Like just we were going to go to this place, but when after the security guards heard our story, maybe he thought we are very poor and very cute Asian girl or something, very cool Asian or something. So he changed it from second spot to first spot. I don't know how to say. So its cost is like almost 8,000 difference, but he changed it because of our situation. So we we were very happy. So actually, at that time, I was crying a lot because the Toronto trip was very hard and very tough for me. And then so we took a picture together. Yeah. It is our good memory. And then actually, she really fell in love with him because he's very tall and very generous. Yeah.